Have you ever faced a giant in your life? A challenge so immense it seemed utterly impossible to overcome? This is a story about courage, unwavering faith, and the triumph of the spirit against overwhelming odds. In ancient times, two armies stood poised for battle in the valley of Elah, the Philistines and the Israelites. From the Philistine ranks emerged a formidable warrior, a giant named Goliath, towering over all others. He stood over 9 feet tall, his bronze helmet gleaming, and his coat of scale armor weighed around 125 pounds. Bronze greaves protected his legs, and a bronze javelin was slung across his back, completing his terrifying ensemble. For 40 days, Goliath taunted the Israelite army, challenging them to send a champion for single combat. But the Israelites were paralyzed by fear, their courage faltering before the giant's immense stature and threats. Into this scene of despair arrived David, the youngest son of Jesse, a simple shepherd boy. He was sent by his father to bring provisions to his brothers, who were soldiers in the Israelite camp. Upon hearing Goliath's defiant challenge, David was indignant that no one would defend Israel or the honor of God. He declared his willingness to fight Goliath, much to the disbelief of King Saul and the other soldiers. Saul pointed out David's youth and inexperience compared to Goliath's battle-hardened stature. But David recounted how God had delivered him from lions and bears while protecting his father's sheep. He proclaimed that the same God would deliver him from the Philistine giant. Convinced, Saul offered David his own armor, but David found it cumbersome and unfamiliar. Instead, David chose to face Goliath with only a shepherd's staff, a sling, and 5 smooth stones. He walked confidently towards the valley, ready to confront the towering Philistine. When Goliath saw the young shepherd approaching, he was contemptuous, mocking David's youth and lack of armor. But David responded with unwavering faith, his voice clear and strong. He declared, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." David continued, "The God of Israel, whom you have defied, will deliver you into my hands today." With swift precision, David placed a stone in his sling and hurled it towards the giant. The stone flew true, striking Goliath directly in the forehead. The giant staggered, then fell face down to the ground, defeated. David then took Goliath's own sword and cut off his head, securing the victory for Israel. Witnessing their champion's defeat, the Philistine army was routed and fled in disarray. The Israelites pursued them, securing the decisive victory that day. David's courage and unwavering faith in God became an enduring source of inspiration. This timeless story reminds us that with faith and courage, no obstacle is too great to overcome. Trust in your strength, believe in your purpose, and you too can conquer the giants in your life.